I'm Dave Foord. In this screencast, I'm going to introduce the Safeassign tool, which is part of the Blackboard suite. Now, if I want an assessment that the students are going to submit electronically, I can use the Safeassign tool. And what it will do is it will allow the students to submit their work electronically. It will then check it against the internet and other sources for possible matches to help with plagiarism deterrence, and then at the end the tutor can collate all of the assignments that have been submitted, download it in a zip file, ready to mark or whatever. And it's very, very easy to use. So first of all, if I was going to add an assignment into my course, I've got two options. I could add it into the learning materials so it fits in the chronological order in which you're teaching, or you can add it into the assessment area. And that's what I personally do, is I put it into assessments so that all my assessments are in one area, and then I create a course link into the learning materials so that I've got a link in the chronological order. So here I am in an assessment. I'm going to go to Edit View, and the Safeassign appears on the right hand side under the sort of the additional options. So I'm going to choose Safe Assignment and go. Now here I put in my name, so I'm going to call this Assignment 2, the history of cricket. I can give points, so you can have like a weighting for the assignment. So if one assignment is worth more than another, you can use the points to create those weightings. I'll just give it 10 for the moment. I can have some instructions for the learners. So I'll put submit your essay here. You'd often have a lot more information. I'm just going to keep it brief for the purposes of this screencast. We can have it so that it's available or not. So if it's not, it means that you're working on it and then you make it available later on. And you can set the dates that it's available. So you can have it so it appears at a certain point and then it's not available after another point, as in like if you have a deadline date. We've got options here. You can have it as a draft, and that means that it won't sort of run the checking straight away, and then it will only run the checking when you do the final version. So I'll go for no. Student viewable, so can they view the area? I'll keep that as yes. And then urgent check-in, so if you do that to yes, it will run the checks quicker, but I'll keep it a no for the moment. We can also create an announcement. So if I choose yes here, this will appear as an announcement in the tool. So I'll let students know that the assignment is ready for them to submit their work. I'll leave that for blank for the moment, and then submit. Click on OK. And there we can see it appearing at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the recording and I'm going to log in as a student so you see what the student will see. Okay, so I've logged out as the tutor and I've logged back in as a student. So this is what the students see when they go to the assessment area. So they've got this assignment 2, which I've just added, and they want to submit their work. So they click on the View Complete option. They then get the ability to add some comments. Okay, here is my work. They can then browse to find a file to attach. So they click on Browse, and we find a file. And you can see here it tells you which different file types can be added. You have to tick to agree that it's going to be submitted to the database for the purposes of checking, and then they submit. Okay, it tells them that they've submitted it. Click on OK, and then they get taken back to their announcements course. I'll pause again, and then you can see it from the tutor. Okay, I'm back again, and I'm logged back in as the tutor. So when the tutor comes to the assessment area, at this stage it looks very similar. You'll notice that they have the edit options as well. Is the main difference. But if you click on View Complete as a tutor, what it will do is it will take you to, click on OK, the submission area. Now within the direct, submission area, you've got a direct submit option. This is an option which allows a tutor to add the files. If they've collected them in by some other means, they can add them into the system. So if I just click on direct submit, you can add it all in here. I won't go into that for this session, but what I will do is I'll click on the Safe Assignments tab, and this will allow me to view what's been submitted. Now there's another way of getting to this screen that's here. You can do it through the control panel and Safeassign, and that will take you there, which is possibly slightly quicker. So if I click on View here, what I can now see here is the names of all my students coming down, and then their work that's been submitted. So that will show me the view of the sort of the textual view of the paper. That is the actual paper, so I could click on that and download it. And then there's the report. So if I click on the report here, okay, you can see that it's found 3 possible sources for my document. It says 100% copied, so it's not a very good piece of work. And then it shows you what the sources are. So it's a numbered code.